What is up, everybody? We are back. Been a little while. Yes, last week I was dealing with a cold, so no video last week. Feeling better this week, still getting everything out of me, but wanted to jump on here. I have a really good video for you guys today. Today I want to talk about why it is better being a general contractor than it is being a handyman. And I'm in the state of Florida, and I want to start this video by saying I started as a handyman. I started as a handyman working out of my Toyota truck, doing every single job myself. I did all of the things I'm going to detail in this video, so I hope this helps. Why it's better being a general contractor than a handyman, especially in the state of Florida, is as a handyman, your scope of work is very limited. Unless you also hold an electrical contractor's license and a plumbing contractor's license, there is no work you can do in those fields. You can't change a faucet. You can't change the guts in the back of a toilet. You cannot change a simple light. But Brian, there's already electrical there. I'm just swapping it out. Does not matter. You cannot do any plumbing or any electrical. So to be a full service handyman, you would need to go and get those licensing, or you would need to be qualified by somebody in that field that qualifies your business, that allows you to perform that type of work. The second reason is the amount of income that you can make. In this area, I don't know if it's the same in other areas, but everybody seems to think that a handyman charges by the hour and that a handyman should be cheap. So let's say you get over those hurdles and you find your ideal client and he doesn't want you to charge by the hour and he doesn't expect you to be cheap. That's great. But the amount of work you can perform with your own two hands in a week, it caps off. There's only so much you can do. Now, there might be weeks where higher ticket items come across your desk and you're able to make more money, but there is a ceiling and you do eventually hit it. So your next step as a handyman would be to then hire employees. Now, a handyman, a true handyman, to hire those employees, in my opinion, is probably the most difficult trade to staff. Because as a handyman, you need to be good at a whole bunch of different things. You need to be able to do a wide variety of services, and anybody you hire either needs to spend time training with you, so it's going to cost you money to train them while they're not able to make you money during that time, because they're going to have to be alongside you, or you're going to have to pay a premium hourly rate for a handyman who's experienced. And then you got to hope that he's as experienced as you are and also executes certain things the way that your company and you expect them to be done, because there's a lot of ways to skin a cat, but your way has to be consistent, whether it's you, your lead technician, no matter who you're sending out, the final outcome has to be consistent. Then let's say you do all that, you staff. Now, let's say you've got 5 people. There's only 5 people that can bring in income. There's only so you're going to hit another ceiling, and you're going to have to keep staffing, and that brings your overhead up, which brings your profit margins down, which means your price needs to go up to keep your profit margins, and it's just a never-ending cycle. Now, as a general contractor, you can now contract out electricians and plumbers. So you can, if someone calls you for a plumbing job, if someone calls you for an electrical job, you can now say, yes, we can perform that work. You need to have a good relationship with tradesmen in that field that you can call on, that can then give you prices. You can put your margins on them, and you can send them out to perform that work. So you've already gotten over that hurdle. Now you can offer plumbing and electrical services, but you need to hire licensed plumbers and licensed electricians to perform that work. So building a good working relationship with maybe a plumber or an electrician that is self-employed and just goes out and does the work on his own is a great relationship to build right away. So now you've gotten over that hurdle. Now is how much money can I bring in? Now you're no longer limited to what your two hands can do. Let's say you have a plumbing and electrical job that comes across your desk. Now in one day, if these jobs are scheduled in those same days, we're going to use that as an example. You have a plumbing job going on and you have an electrical job going on while you're still running your business. You're not outperforming those two jobs. So you have those two incomes coming in. Now you might have a remodeling project going on that your tile guys are on at the same time, bringing in income. You might have another job that in details drywall. Now you have your drywall contractor going on. You got plumbing, you got electrical, you've got tile, and you've got drywall, all coming in from different jobs, bringing you in money. Now, as we go to a larger scope of work, now you might have 3 different drywall guys on the same job, getting the work done of 3 guys every hour, bringing you in money. So now you're not only charging for your one drywall guy, you're charging for a whole crew to be out there. So the amount of money you can bring in is much, much less limited as a general contractor. Now you might be thinking, yeah, Brian, well, doing all those type of projects, trusting those other people to do the work, is going to bring a lot of problems. Yeah, it can, and it probably will. If you're not overseeing these projects, if you do not vet your contractors and make sure that the way that they perform their work is in line with your core values, you can't just let whoever says they can do the job, or you're going to have a lot of problems. So you have to do your due diligence on these guys, and you have to police them. You have to show up in the morning and see how things are going. You have to show up in the afternoon and see how things were cleaned up. You have to do your job as the general contractor to oversee these projects and make sure they're being run at the standard that your business requires. So the ability and what you can perform and the income that you can have is much, much higher. Now, another thing to think about is these contractors are not W-2 employees. You do not have to pay them every single day. The way that we do that is, this is piecework. Here's the job. Here's the amount of money we can pay for the job. Are you able to do that job for us within this price range or something similar? So now when you don't have work, you're not paying 5 employees, 5 handymen to all work together and get something done if stuff slows down. Now, keep in mind, as a contractor, you want to keep your subcontractors busy. Ideally, you don't really want them working for too many other contractors, because the name of the game is whoever gives you the most work the most often gets your initial attention. Or, in my case, I try to treat my subcontractors well. I try not to beat them up about their pricing. I try to price my jobs around how much I know that they're probably going to charge me. Now, can they charge me whatever they want? Absolutely not. Is there a range where we need to be for certain projects? Absolutely. And they try to work with you. So if you're organized, if when they show up to a job, it's ready for you, if they don't have to guess about what's going on, if you're keeping things structured for them, they're going to like you a lot more. They're going to respect you a lot more, and they're going to want your business, because when they show up, you've shown up correct. You know what's going on. You've got everything ready for them, and they can just go to work, which is what subcontractors want to do. They just want to go to work. So those are some of the reasons that it's a lot better to operate as a general contractor and get that license than to do handyman stuff. Now, if you're like, Brian, I love doing handyman stuff. I love being out there and working. I love doing that. It keeps me going. That's great. Continue to do that. But getting your general contractor's license, now you can be out, at Miss Susie's house doing her project, hanging out with her, doing what you enjoy while you have other projects going on, while you have other streams of income coming in through other contractors. And I did that in the beginning. And then it just got to a point where I didn't want all of the overhead of the handyman stuff. I wanted to kind of size down a little bit and keep my lead technician doing things that is helping the general contracting business, overseeing that stuff so that I can work on the growth of the business and business management type tasks. So those are the reasons that are most important to me, and why I think being a general contractor is better than being a handyman. If you like this video, give it a like and hit the subscribe button. We're growing in subscribers. When we get to 700 subscribers, you know what I'll do. I'll go out in my community and donate another $100 to an organization that I feel does good. We have donated $500 so far. Every 100 subscribers past, at 200 we started this challenge. So 200 was 100. 300 subscribers was 200. We've donated, so we're going on like $600. Hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you don't think I'm correct, let me know. If you think that I am correct, let me know your thoughts. I'm going to try to create better videos of substance. I want to grow this channel. I'm excited. I love doing this. So I'm going to try to come correct with good videos, with videos that have substance. So do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let me know what you think. Peace.